Welcome to Planet X Review Time. I'm Andrew Horn. This is the show where I put out little short reviews in the week of things that I have discovered or rediscovered. And then at the weekend, I put out a full-length Planet X episode where I talk about something equally odd. I don't even know what it is myself yet until it happens. So on this episode, I'm going to talk about Slumber Party Massacre, the remake. Now, Slumber Party Massacre is a film that was quite dear to me. It's one of those essentials from the VHS era. When you've watched all your Friday the 13th movies, you've watched all your things like Hellraiser and Nightmare on Elm Street, you've moved over to things like Halloween, and you've moved over to Sleepaway Camp and stuff like that. Eventually, you get to Slumber Party Massacre. It was an interesting entry in the old annals of the slasher movie, as the original was directed by two ladies, and they tried to subvert the slasher genre by putting a feminist spin on it, and it was really good for that. They did turn the genre upside down somewhat. However, just because of the era it was in, a lot of the tropes of slasher movies at the time were still very much in evidence, so I don't think they were quite able to go as far as they wanted in subverting the genre, but it worked really well. So there was still lots of like shower scenes and lots of lingering gazes at the ladies in the movie. It starred Brake Stevens, one of my favourite B-movie actresses ever, for example. Do check out the original, and especially do check out this one. You don't really need to see Slumber Party 2 or 3. In my personal opinion, they are fun, but they're more for like 80s completists like myself, who just like old school stuff, because it gets a bit silly. However, Slumber Party Massacre 2 is directly referenced in this movie in a nice visual sight gag. But yes, some girls go to have a slumber party. Their car breaks down along the way, they end up in a weird house, and then a guy with a big drill turns up for very little reason and just starts killing people. Over the way, the other side of the lake, there is a house full of guys partying. And yeah, he gets carried away with those as well. This is a very bloody movie. It's a very funny movie in a lot of ways, and this really subverts the genre. This does things that I did not expect, and I was really pleased to see that. As a rule, I really hate remakes. I hate remakes deeply with a burning passion, but this one did it right. It took the subversion of the first movie and pushed it a lot further. Like in the original, there is a lengthy shower scene where the camera goes up and down the naked form of a lady, and in this one, it's a naked dude. Of course, absolutely. Turn those tropes around, make something a bit more original, a bit more eye-catching. So there's a lot to enjoy in this film. You like the characters. That's another point of this. You end up on the side of the five girls that are in the house. You don't really care about the motivations of the driller killer that's after them, but yeah, there are some unexpected things go on in this movie. In the third act, it takes quite a surprising turn. I'm not going to tell you what, but it's not one you will see coming, and I really enjoyed it for that. There is so much to enjoy in this film. It looks great, it sounds great. I believe it was a TV movie. It was intended for TV release anyway, but it's so cinematic. It looks great, it plays great. There's some superb performances in this from a very talented young cast, and I really hope we see a lot more from this cast in future projects. But yeah, definitely, as remakes go, this got it absolutely right. If you like this sort of thing, please do like and subscribe to my channel, where I do these reviews in the week, and then at the weekends I put out a full-length episode of Planet X, where I talk about stuff like mainly VHS tapes and weird old movies. Please do look at those if you'd like to. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Planet X Review Time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and validate my existence.